Time was tight. We had an autograph signing in just a few hours, but I wanted to make sure I got enough work in with the new guys. Practice seemed to fly by, and we all left that field feeling pretty pumped up for our next game together.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here. A dangerous return man showing it here between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off play action. Chambers. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards on the game's opening play. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 71 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in
town. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 41-yard punt. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on first down, Chambers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback unexpected.
Pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback set.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Harris now to return. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and this offense takes over in great shape. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll let one go deep for Howard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now a dump off here complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Chambers. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And the 46-yard.
So this offense, Charles, we learned this week that they've apparently now reached a level that they feel obliged to give themselves a moniker, a nickname here. And so this is what they want to be known as going forward. The Super Duper Dub Club. So do with that information what you will.
Well, thank you for letting me know, and I love the way you rolled it out there. The Super Duper Dub Club. Okay, maybe not quite what I would have gone with, but anything they want to use to bond themselves together, if they feel like it fits and it's apropos, that's all that matters. Fine by me.
12 yards there and a first down.
6-yard line.
You know, Charles, this offense, you and I talked about it off air, but they already had a lot of weapons. But since we last saw them, they've added another piece to the puzzle. Is it possible, though, that maybe at some point you make too many moves, you tinker a little too much?
It's possible. There's no doubt about that, because sometimes you can look at it, have it almost perfected, and say, let's add one more, and it doesn't quite work out. That means you've got to know who you're bringing in. And you have to know your locker room and how they're going to gel together and find a way to make it work. And right now, it's working really well for this crew.
That's caught up in the middle by Hurst. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First and 10.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. On first and 10, Chambers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A first and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
That's good.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. One receiver left, 3 to the right. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Here's a give to Lindsay, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Philip Lindsay. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing on first down. Chambers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Chambers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. And even 50 yards.
18-yard line.
You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of
2nd and 5 from the 8.
2nd and 5. At the Saints' 8-yard line.
2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
End zone.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Chambers. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake, Chambers. And nearly picked off there. It would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Chambers. His throw incomplete. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby, and they will take over possession of the football. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
beyond the coverage.
To throw again. Chambers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Jones. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Chambers. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second and
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Chambers. He's going to let it fly. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Chambers. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there, and a Falcon first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
at the Saints. 6-yard
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called